Hello everyone, this is my family and my friends. Today I wanna talk about the usage of cell phone while driving, and I hope it will have an impact on us, and I hope it will create some awareness that most of us do not even think of are possible. So long as we work together, it can be possible. Okay. I can start. And the rest. The Deputy Administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimated that 3,005 people died in distraction-related crashes. That was in 2016. That's a very high number. And he quoted this: "Cell phones have a place in our lives, but not while driving. And everyone should understand this. We need to work out on how to avoid using the cell phones, because cell phones are there to stay. And if we are not careful, we might even lose our lives, and we cause harm on other people while using the cell phones. The very real danger is in texting while driving. It causes you to take off your eyes off the road at the moment. And then within no time, the crash will change your life forever." 9% of the total crashes in 2016 were reported as distraction-affected crashes. 6% of all the drivers involved in the fatal crashes were reported as distracted at the time of the crash. 9% of the drivers are between 15 to 19 years, meaning they are teenagers who are involved in the crashes. The teenagers have the largest portion of drivers who are distracted, because with the age of the excitement, it can happen. But then something needs to be improved. In the year 2016 alone, 70% of the distracted drivers were males, as compared to 74% of the drivers in all the fatal crashes. 562 are non-occupant, meaning those are pedestrians, cyclists, and others lost their lives due to distraction-affected crashes. Handheld phone use is the highest among the 15 to 29-year-old drivers. But female drivers are not left behind. They are also involved in the fatal crashes. Some of them even breastfeeding their children while driving, and even talking to their children, and dressing up their children, feeding the children. And that alone causes the distraction, and yet at the same time they're on the phone and they're trying to drive. But compared to the male drivers every year, and the women and female, the male drivers are the victims in most of the crashes. Distraction affected crash in any crash which a driver was identified as distracted at the time of the crash. 10% of the fatal crashes out of 18 of the injured crashed, and 16% of all the police reported motor vehicle crashes in the year 2013 was reported as distracted crashing. According to 94% of a poll that was taken by AA, drivers acknowledge the dangers of texting and driving, but 35% admitted that doing it anyway. 21% of the teen drivers involved in the fatal crashes were distracted by their cell phones. So cell phone is the main reason why most people are crashing. And cell phone is killing us. Texting while driving is especially dangerous because it incorporates all types of driving distraction. Visual, which takes off your eyes off the road. Manual, that takes your hands off the steering. Cognitive, that takes off your focus away from the driving. And I don't know why we don't fear the penalties. But in a split second, you could ruin your future, ruin someone's future, and tear a hole of the heart of everyone you love. That's a mother who was mourning her child whom she lost from the crash. We have solutions. Solutions that have been put in place are penalties, which are hefty fines, which some people don't care because they can pay it and get back to the road. We have license suspension, which is for a while suspended and then later on you get it. The rise of auto insurance rates, which some people don't care. Prison that ruins your life forever. So as passengers, what we can do, we need to speak out as passengers so that we can save life, because we find at times a passenger can also get involved and even lose a life. So we need to speak up. Tell your driver to stop. Speak out. And then speak out if the passenger is young, and let the mother or the parents speak to the passenger. Because for the teenagers, they're so excited to drive. But for how long will we keep on losing our loved ones? We have a solution that motorists can be urged to use. Turn off the electronics which can distract you. It's only for a while, and then you can have the electronics, but you will save your life. Parents, be a good role models. Don't speak on the phone while driving, because your child will copy you. And in the future, it will be very hard for the child to just stop the habit because they got it from the parents. Save life and defend against using the phones while driving. All pedestrians and cyclists should focus on their surrounding and not on the electronics while driving. Avoid headphones while driving. It only takes a second to lose your life and change the whole of turn your life around. But we urge you that we have a solution. Driving should not take away lives, but driving should make us happy so that we can fulfill what we wanted to do or where we want to go. Thank you so much.